My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be doing the Ascension 10, that is reintroducing the Watcher, Ascension level 10. Pop that off there. The Ascension levels are so far as it stands, because we haven't done it in a while. Elite spawn more often, normal enemies are deadlier, elites are deadlier, bosses are deadly, heal after boss battle, start each run damage, normal enemies are tougher, elites are tougher, bosses are tougher, start each run cursed. And take 18 damage in order to upgrade, in order to upgrade a card? Perfect. In order to obtain a random relic. Random rare relic in particular. Your next 3 combats have 1 HP, actually has like a relatively high, I wouldn't say relatively high, but like a decent chance to snipe out 2 elites. But even if it doesn't, oh sure, windmill strike. Even if it doesn't, it will give me the opportunity to kill this one for free and then upgrade before I try and go for a 3 elite path. So basically I'm just using this to try and guarantee that I have the ability to kill 4 elites this floor and get more relics that way. If the next one's not a fight, we're off to the absolute races. Yay! Oh, ooh, and Vigilance and Eruption both got upgraded there. Okay, so. Bish, bash, bosh. Meal ticket as well. Devotion? Yeah, Devotion and Windmill Strike. That's a deck. The Windmill Strike does need an upgrade. So does Devotion, but Windmill Strike first because we're going for elites at the moment. Second elite down with the Niao's Lament. Take a Lantern, Crescendo, Protect, and Weave. Probably Protect here. Eternal Feather. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. Especially because I already have the meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, heal for 15 HP, and I'm incentivized to go to more shops as a result of having the golden idol. I don't necessarily think I need that. I'm gonna take the Sapphire Key. This is interesting. So if I'd already upgraded the Devotion, I'd be doubling that right now with the Dolly's Mirror. But instead, I'm gonna go Pen Nib, and then double my Windmill Strike. So the idea behind this is just like I keep the Windmill Strikes in hand and I let them build up until either the turn that I reach Divinity with Mantra, or I have Pen Nib active, so I double the damage from it, or both. So triple and double, 6 times the damage on a single card. Cards become pretty good when they do 6 times damage. Now I'm not going to want to thicken up this deck too much, as a result of the fact that these Windmill Strikes here, a sec, I need to draw them as early as possible. Third Eye does scry pass cards, which gets me closer to my windmills, so sure. Yeah, just those. I know that Vigilance is in my next hand, and I know that I'm going to be playing it. So I'm actually going to do that. Taking 3 damage this turn. It increments the Pen Nib. Cool. As well as gets a little bit of damage out there. This one sucks. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So the frontliner now dies next turn to Windmill Strike because it's 40 with the double damage from the Pen Nib. And then that. And then I'll use... Should I use Eruption? Sure. Get me to kill there. And then I've got Protects and a bunch of Defends, or, yeah, Vigilance. Great. Good fight. Fossilized Helix. Prevent the first time you'd lose HP each combat. That is huge for us. Nirvana, Just Lucky, and Cut Through Fate. Probably none of those. I'll anger the mushrooms on this one. Sure. Do I want that many strikes in my next hand? I don't think so. Yeah, was really hoping for draw there. Fine. Not really too much to do on that turn. Defend, devotion. Take no damage this turn. Okay, so if I eruption, I can kill each of you. And then basically I just need 2 strikes. And there were 3 strikes left in the deck, and I was drawing 5 the next turn, so it was pretty guaranteed. Swivel. Swivel does allow me to defend on the turn that I intend on using my Windmill Strike, but then it's garbage if I don't use the Windmill Strike, and I will often hold the Windmill Strike for a better turn. Devotion, third eye. Discard everything that's not a Windmill Strike. And then, obviously, I'm just going to wait for the Pendib. Vigilance. Third eye and discard everything that's not a defend. Wait. So I'm going to full block this first one. And then this second one I'm also full blocking. Just because of the Fossilized Helix. And now I become, I've got the Pendib and I've got my Divinity. So I'm going to just deal 210 damage to you. Anchor, started combat with 10 block, as well as Judgment? Judgment's really good for finishing off an enemy that I don't want to waste a Windmill Strike on, so I'll pick that up. Divinity needs the upgrade first, but then it's Judgment. Only just remember that I do want the defense in the next hand, actually. Devotion, double defense. Still haven't technically taken damage in this boss fight. Fine, I can stall in this. Okay. Third eye. Don't want either of those in the next hand, but this does at least give me an opportunity to get 2 strikes out there. Incrementing the Pendib, obviously. Defend, 2 more strikes. Still incrementing that Pendib. Cool. 120. 90. 27. Vigilance, third eye. And I'm just going to make sure that I get to judge you. Judged. Lessons learned? The deck is relatively thin, and I'm going to be upgrading the cards easily myself, so I don't need the lessons learned. Scroll does draw me cards, which can get me into my my Windmill Strikes really, really early. Scroll is really good for setting up your retains. Yeah, that's what I'm going to take it for. Extra energy is also really good for us. Is it actually? No, yeah, it is. It is. So I can play the like a bunch of defense on the same turn and stuff like that. I hate that I'm giving up potion. Ah! I should have... So what I should have done there is drop the Ancient Potion and used Entropic Brew first. Because I'm pretty sure that... Yeah. Entropic Brew was never going to do anything for me at this point, so it was fair to throw it away at that point just to demonstrate. But in that case, what you want to do is make sure you use your Entropic Brew first. Dang it, dang it, dang it. All right. So I can have a... See, the thing is, on this floor, I would love as many question marks as possible. Yeah, there's actually a really good path with a bunch of question marks. Oh, this fight's gonna suck. I don't really know what to do about this. It's just... Oh, never mind. Judgment. Oh, I forgot we had that. Alright, I'm gonna Miracle then Scroll because... Yeah, I was hoping that I would draw the Devotion. Like, it wouldn't be the last card on the deck, but... It was. Oh. Why did it have to do that? Look, devotion's never going to happen at this point, so fine. I'm just going to turn it off. Turn it off. I mean, throw it away. Judgment. Oh. I forgot to upgrade that judgment, apparently. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to throw away every card that's not judgment, basically just trying to get back to it. At least the fight was ultimately fine. Okay. And then I want to throw as many attacks as I possibly can this turn. That's just for incrementing the pen nib. And also for guaranteeing that the enemy was below the amount of HP I'd need to judge them. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna hit a shop. And I'm not hitting... Ooh. Calibers. I don't need it. So I'm hitting the shop to remove strike. I'd love like Crush Joints and a Sash Whip. Those are cards I have my eye out for. Ceramic Fish. So, what? It's 157. So that's like 90 plus 60 plus 1. So it's 10 plus 7 effectively. So it's 17. If I pick up 17 cards, this is basically worthwhile. I don't think so. I don't think I want that. I'm unlikely to pick up 17 cards at this point. Elite Strength. I don't really want to have that. Fruit Juice? Yeah, I'll raise. Never mind, I'm not allowed to do that, apparently. 3 strength on turn 1 doesn't matter to me at all. But also getting jaxed doesn't matter to me at all. Maybe I transform 2 cards. Yeah. Indignation and Wallop? Indignation's garbage for us. Wallop is fine. I actually need to remove the Indignation. We have a relatively thin deck, so it'll end up upgrading every card in my deck. I have to take that. Let's get the Judgment upgraded so I don't make the same mistake again. Should I dodge an elite fight for another question mark? No, but it was a fun thing to consider for a moment there. Thank you, enemy, for deciding not to attack on that turn, by the way. I'm third eyeing past so many cards so that I can try and get back to the miracle as soon as possible. It's Miracle Scroll. Yep. Judgment takes you. 1, 2... 3. So I'll take 10 damage here. I could like Vigilance and Eruption at the same time, but I don't really care about that as much as I care about getting back to my next Judgment and getting the Windmill Strike back in hand. Wallop and third eye. Again, just getting past as many cards as possible. And now our damage is tripled this turn. Goodbye. Thank you, Devotion. Duality. Whenever you play an attack, gain 1 dex as well as Crush Joints. I was just asking for that. I want it upgraded so that I don't necessarily have to play it on the same turn as I intend to kill. You can dig for relics at rest sites. Should I still fight 2 more elites? The slavers are actually really bad for us right now is the problem. Are they? With Judgment in the deck, we only need like 2 strikes. But with 2 strikes, like 2 strikes is a rotation through the deck. But I have Wallop. I think I can go for them. This is very late on this floor to be encountering the thieves, by the way. Okay. Eruption, Windmill, Miracle, Windmill. I'll be taking my money back. Talk to the hand, follow up Sash Whip. Sash Whip, it's exactly what I was asking for. Great. I think I'm actually literally, at this point, done building my deck. It's over. The deck building, not the game. So I'll do that so that I can crush joints and then Sash Whip. Let's go. Do I need Vigilance? I don't think I need Vigilance here. I think I need Wallop. I think I need Third Eye. It's really annoying. I actually didn't want those to be the next cards up for me. It's fine. Devotion, Defend, and Protect. Very thankful that the Defend was one upgraded there. It or Protect both would have been really handy for us. Okay, let's crush joints. Defend and Third Eye. Wallop's going to be pretty good next turn. Wallop and Defend in particular, actually. Okay. So we'll Wallop. And I guess we'll also Vigilance there. Please, Devotion, you need to come a little faster. Wallop. Sash Whip for the weaken, and then Defend is the best I can do, and then we kill this turn. Darkstone Periapt, as well as another Sash Whip, another Protector, another Spirit Shield. Another Spirit Shield. Oh, Spirit Shield. Because I'm retaining a bunch of cards, Spirit Shield is Giant Defend. I think that has to be it now. Okay, Third Eye first. That's all a great next hand. And I'm also going to be using Vigilance next turn, so I'm happy to use Giant Hits there. Or I won't use it and I'll just kill instead. Yeah, that sounds fun. God, can I stop getting Windmill Strike in my opening hand? It's really annoying. It's preventing me from using my Windmill Strike. So, Windmill Strike! I want Windmill Strike in my opening hand. Never mind. It's the pain in my opening hand that I don't want, because it's preventing me from being able to use my buffer at all. Strike. We can... Yeah, I guess. Okay, Backliner is set up for a Judgment. It's Miracle. Crush Joints on the first scroll, giving us a better chance of getting Judgment. Spirit Shield is a lot of block here, but it is also... No, it's excess to necessary, but it does leave me with the Protect in hand, so it's fine. Dodge him. Well, good. Vigilance, Crush Joints, and Strike. Sets up for the next turn. And then I can attack and leave my pen nib for the boss fight. Ginger, I can no longer become weakened. That's actually really good for me. Because being weakened on the same turn that... Oh, don't you... Heal me, please. Heal me. I almost never ask for the heal. I'm actually going to have to rest here. That was max HP for me. I wish I could dig, but... Yeah, it's what... This is a threatening fight. I need to leave my pen nib for this turn. Okay. Let's... Miracle, Vigilant, Scroll. Spirit Shield. So that's 14. We're fully defended. Defend. So next hand is use like a Windmill Strike to just insta-kill someone. Is it? Or do I just Judgment the frontliner? Judgment definitely kills the frontliner. It sucks this isn't just a little bit higher to kill the torch head for me. Fine. Third eye past those. Hope I get a defend in the next hand. I can't be made vulnerable. Sorry, I can't be made weakened. I'm going to use an artifact here to try and prevent myself from being made... Ah! Duality, no! That would have prevented the vulnerability as well. Protect. Crush joints. Big wallop. Still defended. It's all fine. Strike, strike. Can't judge them. Whew. Third eye, just to try and find aggression in the next hand. This, like, I have very poorly mishandled this, which is to say I didn't mishandle it because I have poorly mishandled it, which means I did it well. Yeah. No, the wordsmithery is not going to work for you? Okay, yeah, no, I very, very poorly handled all this. What I just did, don't do that. Vault is incredible. Anything that allows us to pass a turn without anything happening is great. Snecko Eye will actually kill this deck. The reason it kills the deck is because I don't have an establishment. So if I draw a Windmill Strike and it's 3 cost, or like my my Protect is 3 cost, if everything I draw is 3 cost, it doesn't go back into the draw pile until I cast it. So I end up with very, very expensive cards consistently. That said, the extra draw is very good for the Spirit Shield, and the Vault is incredible in here. Pain is awful, but... It could be a Snecko. Snecko could go in this deco, but I'm going to take the Slaver's Collar. Retaining high-cost cards, to me, is a little bit too threatening. A little bit. Alright, I'm going to hit this really early shop. I need the pain out of my deck. It's caused too much, like, discomfort, or... But, like, discomfort in a way that harms? I'm sure there's a word for it. Just can't think of it at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to throw damage out here. I don't need to... I don't need to play any of those and remove my buffer. So I'm going to end my turn, and then Decay will remove my... Oh, whoops. It's like that meme from that guy. From Despicable... I'm Despicable or whatever. You know, where he looks at the board and he's like, oh, the thing that I didn't think. And, oh, it's happening. I'm so bad at memes. I used to be on board with meme meta. And then I blacklisted. I filtered a hell of a lot of subreddits. And now I'm off board with meme meta. Also, meme meta has changed. Back in my day, it used to be Advice Animals and Rage Comics. Not saying those were good, but that's what it was at the time. Now it's all... Every meme is about eating ass these days. That's it. That's the only topic. I'm kidding, of course. There are many ways to make a punchline out of eating ass. Clearly. Since every meme is about it. Defense, Miracle Scroll. Not the way I wanted to do it. Fine, I'll Crush Joints, Sash Whip on you, and then Third Eye. Try and sort to the right cards at the right time, and make sure that I take no damage. I'm just making sure that I get to use my my buffer to deflect the first part of pain. Because that's clearly important. I'm also going to try and work everyone out kind of evenly here. Let's vault this turn. Should have third-eyed before the vault there. Protect. Wallop the frontliner. Should have done that in the opposite order, actually, for the extra point of dex. I keep forgetting that I have duality. Need to stop forgetting that. Okay. Sands of Time is pretty good in this deck, actually. No, is it? Kind of? I don't think it's necessary, though. Get rid of pain. Ooh, 50% discount on all products. You have a decent amount of money right now. It'll save me 150 on the captain's wheel, at least, so... It's worth it for just that. Okay. I'd love to hit a later shop as well, but just don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's miracle that out. Vigilance before the scroll, just to get as many cards as possible. Rush Joints, Wallop Strike. Weaken you, and then Protect Devotion. Great! Enemy has finally decided that I'm worth attacking. Actually, both of the... Like, that's a really good next hand for me. Just those 3 cards, in fact. Crush Joints. Actually, also gonna Wallop and then defend. Leaving a better card in the Protect here for this turn. Protect Vault, because I know the damage still comes through with Constricted, because it's placed on me, not on the enemy. And then I can kill. Don't need any of those. I'm sticking to it. We don't need more cards in this deck right now. We're not gonna be able to kill Transient here. It's a nice thought, though. Eruption is actually completely fine to play in this fight. Fine. Because every time you hit the enemy, you actually remove 2 points of damage from them when you got the corruption going on. What do I do now? Scroll? Fine. Just gets the Windmill Strike back in hand. Look into Windmill, and then next turn it doesn't actually matter. Even if they do deal damage to me, the buffer will hit it instead. Kill me. Nice try. Nope. Really wish I could just move up and fight that elite there. Cool. Oh man, these first turns are some of the best first turns I've had in a fight. Okay. Crush. Wallet. Judge him. Sash Whip. Sash Whip should have come earlier in there because I would have weakened that target. Okay. So Judgment will kill the backliner, and then I'll kill the frontliners myself. Here you go. Windmill, Windmill, Judgment. Need none of those. I do want everyone weakened on turn 1, but I do have the anchor as well, so maybe I don't need it. And I do have a very defensive deck. I'm going to save that for a possible shop later on. This fight's a little bit of a problem for us. So we'll Devotion, third eye to set up the Crush Joints. So Crush Joints, and then this becomes 13, right? So I should be able to kill the backliner. I shouldn't waste the double damage there. This will give me the ability to kill the backliner with just a strike, and then the frontliner with, you know, anything. Okay. I'm gonna wallop you. And then Vault. Judge you out. Miracle, Vigilance, and Scroll. Getting myself Sash Whip for the kill on the frontliner. Let's get Vigilant again as well. Okay, enemy does nothing this turn. Next turn I kill. Joints, Wallop. Heck, I'll leave an Eruption. Boom. Hang on. Boom. Boom. Just for the incrementing independent. Ink Bottle! Speaking of incrementing, whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. Another thing to increment. Pocket Watch, whenever you play 3 cards in a turn, 3 or fewer cards in a turn. Draw 3 cards at the start of your next turn. We did end up getting another shop. Cloak Clasp. At the end of your turn, gain 1 block for each card in hand. That's huge. I'd love to remove the Decay from my deck, but Cloak Clasp is a lot of... It's like regularly 6 to 8 block at the end of every turn for us. It's hard to turn that down. It's impossible to turn that down. So most of my stuff is already upgraded. The stuff that I care about upgrading. So I think it's time to start digging. Nunchaku, every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy. 12 cards. Don't want halts. Well, I mean, I should have seen another card there. That's my bad, because I already knew where the other halt was. I also don't want Wreath of Flame. I also don't want Alpha. It's fine. It's like it would be very difficult for the game to actually offer me something that I did want there. Strike, defends, protects. And then the next time I attack the enemy is going to be when I kill them. Devotion, Vigilance, Miracle Scroll. Spirit Shield, and I'll third eye my way past Decay, but I don't care about drawing the other one. Dang it. I think I do actually attack this turn. Only because the enemy was doing so much damage. How dare this enemy decide to deal damage to me? It's just rude. Spirit Shield into Crushed Joints. Also Judgment. Judgment just to increment the ink bottle, and because it didn't affect the pocket watch. Oh, I'm gonna be... Oh, no. I'm gonna be in Divinity on the wrong turn. Fine, I'm throwing out attacks now. I hate having to attack early and kill on that turn instead of killing on a later turn. Wallop a frontliner there. And Vigil my way back out of it. That was just so I could get extra damage. Making sure that I play less than three or less cards that turn, rather. 3 or fewer. Spirit Shields. Third eye my way past all of those. Miracle Scroll. I'm gonna take Devotion out now and then Judge. I just want to get the Wimble Strikes in my hand real quick. Post Haste and Toot Sweet. Very set up for my kills now. Spirit Shield to start with. Maybe I should just Wimble Strike a target now. No, I don't need to. So I'll have Vault in the next hand, and then I'll be able to just do my... Yeah. Vault. And then I'll be able to do my Wimble Strikes. Nothing there. And now I have to decide, do I go to the heart with this deck, or do I get another relic? I don't want to go to the heart with this deck. This deck does a giant chunk of damage in a single turn. This is very much not a heart deck. Strawberry. Sweet. This is going to be one of those rare cases where I say this is very much not a heart deck, and then I don't actually go to the heart. I know, it's weird, right? I'm not used to it. Ooh, Devotion out there on turn 1, and we still get activation of the Pocket Watch. Oh, lovely. Do not love this turn. Definitely do not like this turn. Wallop into third eye. It's fine actually doing all those next turn. Then Crush Joints. Do I defend as well? So if I defend, I go to 24. 24 goes down to 22, but I also get So I get 27 block totally. Yeah, no, so I lose the buffer anyway, so I don't need to attack here. Don't need to do anything, in fact. Let's Sash Whip and strike the back liner, and then Vault. Spirit Shield into Crush Joints. I don't need to Vigilance here. It'll draw me a card that I... Actually, you know what? I want a new card. I don't... Do I? Yeah. I just don't want whatever that hand was to be my next hand, because it was garbage. Okay, perfect. We'll... Crush Joints, start working on the vulnerability of the frontliner. Yeah. Wallop you as well, and then... Giant whap against that backliner, giant whap against that frontliner. Defends, and then the backliner kills itself attacking me. Oh, you get the... Got that first. Let's miracle out the scroll. We can have a great Spirit Shield here. Strike into Sash Whip, and now that target is finally vulnerable to being made vulnerable. Not too much I can do that turn, unfortunately. Windmill, windmill. You gotta love a good windmill. 1631 and 2 perfects. Neat. That whole deck was basically defined by the first 2 pickups, Windmill Strike and then Devotion. And I couldn't be more pleased with it. For the moment, my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. That has been Ascension level 10 in Reintroducing the Watcher. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully you've been learning, and hopefully we'll see you next time.